Hey mamas, it's Doona here. Welcome back to my postnatal self-care yoga series in August. It's ending almost soon. I hope you're feeling good physically and mentally. So we're going to focus on lots of core today to help us repair and re-strengthen with our diastasis recti, as well as pelvic strengthening. So a lot of these exercises, these isometric movements are going to help with both, okay? So really focusing on the lower abdominals, the pelvic area, even to the obliques and the upper abdominals, okay? So we'll be mostly on our backs. Go ahead and grab your towel, your water. Anytime you need to take a break, all right? So let's go ahead and get started on our backs. Once you're on your back, just plant your feet hip-width distance apart. Feel free to knock your knees together. Rest your arms by your side. Relax your shoulder blades down and just open your chest. So let's go ahead and take 3 rejuvenating breaths here. Inhale through your nose. And exhale, let it go. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So try to stick with this breathing throughout the next 30 minutes or so. The breath is going to help you really engage and stay present throughout the practice. So on your next inhale, gently blink your eyes open and separate your knees. So make sure your lower back right here, you're going to feel a natural C curve. There's always a natural C curve in your lower back, but I want you to focus on flattening the lower back. So now as you flatten the lower back, you should feel your belly draw in, and you should go ahead and just touch your lower abdominals. It should feel hard. Okay, so now you're engaging the core. Okay, so you're slightly tucking of the tailbone. Okay, so I want you to hold here and just take notice of how it feels in your lower back and your abdominals. Now we're going to do the complete opposite. Rather than flattening, I want you to arch the lower back. So now you're going to lift the lower back off the ground and feel a slight arch. But it shouldn't arch too much where your lower back is pinching or feeling uncomfortable. Now I want you to place your hands on your stomach. It should feel pretty soft, okay? So arching, now reflattening. So I'm going to call this tucking of the tailbone. Inhale, arch, and tuck. Okay, you're going to do that about 10 more times. With each arch, again, try to relax the abdominals. And then with each tuck, I want you to harden your abdominals. So this is where you should really feel your lower abs start to work. Okay, so just taking it slow for the first one, arching and tucking. I'm also going to post a link below with my other pelvic strengthening video during my prenatal series. So go ahead and check that out. We're going to do very similar movements to that. So especially if you're pregnant or you have friends that are pregnant, go ahead and send them that link. Good. So about 5 more or so on your own here. Slow movements. You don't want to go too fast. It's not cardio here. We're not building too much endurance or stamina today. It's slow isometric movements. A lot of Pilates movements here. Okay. Good. So arch, flat. Okay, one more. Inhale, arch, and flatten. Good. Now keep your lower back completely on the floor. So again, tucking of the tailbone, core is engaged. Again, you can feel your lower abdominals. Make sure it's hard. Going to rest your arms by your side, but this time bring your palms to face down. Coming into a modified bridge pose. So you could watch me first, keeping the lower back flat. Again, the tailbone tucked. Keep the core engagement. From there, lift your hips. So not all the way, but you want to keep tucking at the tailbone. So really visualize your tailbone lengthening down towards the back of your knees. And then again, the core is engaged. From there, you're going to slowly lower one vertebra at a time. So the upper back, mid back, and lower back. Okay, so nice and slow. Good. Keep the lower back flat the entire time. There's no arching in this exercise. Keep the lower back flat, tailbone tucked. Inhale, slowly lift. Good. So you might not feel too much here, but I promise you it is working the lower abdominals, correcting the diastasis recti. So if you don't know, the diastasis recti is separation of the abdominals, which a lot of women get post-pregnancy. Even men, even babies, we all might get infected by this. So it's not just for pregnant women. So you're just going to do this about 10 times. You should also feel your core, or your glutes turn on here. Even your hamstrings are strengthening. And don't go too fast. Breathing with each movement. So that's the purpose of why we focus on the breathing in the beginning of the practice, so we can set the tone for the rest of the class. Good. Inhales to lift. Again, core is engaged. Glutes turned on. Exhales to lower. Good. Nice and slow. Inhale. Good. You should also feel your hamstrings work, your quads working, hips working. Good. About 5 more times. If you feel this in your lower back, you're arching your lower back too much. Okay, so keep the tailbone tucked. Try not to use your arms or your hands to push your hips up. The upper body should rather stay pretty relaxed. Good. Few more times. You should also feel that nice hip extension in the front. Good. Breathing. Last one. Keep the tailbone tugged, lower back flat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. All right. Go ahead and sway your knees side to side. All right, ladies, come back to center. Scoot your hips towards your heels. Again, reflattening your lower back. From here, option 1, I'm going to give you different layers. You can start off with option 1, feet planted. Extend your right leg forward. Flex your right foot. So go ahead and just relax the leg. Relax the right leg. Notice how your lower back and your abdominals feel when you relax. Now go ahead and flex and push the lower back down towards the floor. Okay, so this is an active pose. You should feel your right leg work, your core work, your lower back press down. Okay, so this flexing of the right foot is really important here. Then bend the right knee to 90-degree angle. Drop the right foot. Same thing on the left side. Extend like you're trying to push the front wall with your heel. Flex your left quad, flex your foot. Inhale, bend your knee to 90-degree angle. Exhale, drop your foot. Okay, so let's do that one more time together. Extend, bend, flatten the lower back, squeeze the belly, drop. Extend, bend, and dropped. Okay, do that about 10 more times on your own. Layer 2, same action, but this time you're going to come into reverse tabletop. Even holding here, you should feel your core turn on. Lower back is flat. Extend, flex your right foot, bend. Left side. Extend, flex your left foot, bend to 90-degree angle. Okay, so whichever modification layer you do this about 10 more times on your own. You're constantly bringing awareness into that lower back so it doesn't arch. The moment your lower back wants to arch or lift up, go ahead and drop your foot. Okay, or drop both feet rather. Good. Again, try to draw the front ribs in so the lower back stays flat. Legs are active, it's turned on. There might be a little shaking going on. That means you're working here, you're building strength. Just make sure to breathe. If you lose your breathing and you catch yourself holding your breath, just go ahead and drop your feet and take layer 1. And then eventually, the more and more you do these exercises, you can move on to the layer 2, okay? Good. Almost there. Let's do one more on each side. You got this, ladies. Keep drawing the belly button in towards the lower back. All right, so drop your feet. Again, notice your lower back, scoot your hips forward, re-flatten. It should feel good right away in your lower back. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna add upper body. So again, let's call this option 3. So you don't need to add the upper body if you don't want to. You could keep your arms by your side. If you like to join me, bring your arms over your head, straight arms. I like to bring my thumb down, touching the floor. Okay, we'll do with the feet down. As you extend your right leg, you're gonna lift your upper body. Okay, and then drop your head, drop your right foot. Extend your left leg, lift your arms, lift your head, lift your upper body. Okay, do that about 10 times. Without the lower back arching. So that's going to be the most important, not only to gain most benefit, but also to protect your lower back. Okay, so now if you want to take option 2, legs, feel free to bring your legs into reverse tabletop, flex both feet, knees 90-degree angle, lower back grounded, tailbone tucked. As you extend your right leg, lift your arms, head, and upper back. Come back to reverse tabletop, drop your head. Inhale, left leg extends, lift your upper body, and lower. Okay, so if when you lift your head, you're not crunching or rounding your upper back, so the gaze stays up towards the ceiling. Okay, so you're not doing this. Okay, so keep the back of the neck long. And a nice extension through your arms. Okay. And if you're taking option 2, legs with reverse tabletop, anytime it becomes too much for you, again, whether you're re-arching your lower back or you're not breathing, just drop your feet. And as I mentioned before, take water breaks, towel breaks, whatever you need. Okay. Couple more sets. You should really feel this in your core now. Check in with your alignment. Feet flexed. One more. You got this. Slow it down. Awesome. Drop your feet. Relax your arms by your side. And go ahead and sway out your knees. Good. All right, let's go and drop the knees over to the right. Option to stack your right foot on top of the left thigh and take a gaze past your left shoulder. Let's take 5 breaths here, helping you to reset. Continuing to refocus on the breath. Good. Drop your right foot. Drop your knees over to the left. Lefting on top of right thigh. Knees past your right shoulder. 5 breaths here. Feel free to close your eyes. Good. All right, mamas. Okay, let's continue on. Bring your feet hip-width distance apart. Again, scoot your hips forward. Flatten your lower back so the lower back is completely grounded. So you won't even be able to bring your hands underneath your back. Okay? Again, touch your core. Make sure it's engaged. All right, so I'm going to give you 2 options here as well. Option 1, feet stays grounded here. Extend your right leg up. Flex your right foot. So again, the moment you flex your right foot, your leg is active. It should be hard and strong. And then go ahead and make circles with your right leg. Okay, so obviously the bigger the circle, the more advanced it is. So feel free to take baby circles. Now, what's really important is same thing. You guys already probably know what I'm going to say. Lower back stays grounded. Okay, if you're making circles and you notice your left hip and left lower back lifting up, you're going too far. So make smaller circles. Keep pressing your left glute and left hip down. Okay, do this a few more times. Option 2. Same thing, reverse tabletop on the left leg, and then you're making circles. Okay, make sure your left hip and left glute is grounded. Lower back is grounded. Draw your belly button in. Draw your front ribs in. Try to relax the shoulders. Using slight leverage with your arms so that left side body doesn't lift up. Good. All right, and the same thing, going the opposite direction. So if you went clockwise, go counterclockwise. Good. Remember, slow, controlled movements. You don't want to go too fast, okay? It's not cardio. Breathing. If your left leg is in reverse tabletop, you're flexing that left foot as well. If you want to challenge yourself, feel free to make bigger circles. We're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing on the other side. So again, either drop your right foot or come into that reverse tabletop. Start off with small circles just to warm it up. No need to go full big circles right away. Notice your right side body. Right glute is grounded. Right lower back side is touching the floor. Still focusing on lengthening your tailbone towards the top of your mat. So tucking of that tailbone. You're doing great, ladies. Breathing. Good. Really good for the hips here, too. Good. Go ahead and switch directions. That left leg is straight and active. Again, there might be a little bit of shaking. That's okay. We're here for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees back to center. Give yourself a big hug, thighs into your chest. Rock side to side. Good. All right. So grab your hands behind your thighs and let's come all the way up to your tabletop position. Good. So these exercises are also really, really great for posture and also helping you to strengthen your lower back. So strong core always means healthy spine. All right. Okay, so let's come into our tabletop position. Wrist underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. On your inhale, first, same thing. Okay, bring awareness into your stomach. You're not arching. Pull your belly button up towards your lower back and find a flat spine. Okay, so again, there's going to be a natural C curve in your lower back. Try to flatten it a little bit more as best as you can. You're not over flattening or over tucking the tailbone. Okay, just finding that neutral. Good. From here, stretch your right leg back like you're trying to kick the back wall. Okay, the moment you bring your right leg back, your lower back is going to want to arch. So just pull the belly button back in. And then notice if your right hip is open. Roll your right outer hip down. Hips are squared. Good. Flex your right foot. Firm up through your right quad. Holding here and breathing for 10, 9. Check in with your core, strong abdominals. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Good. From here, bring your right knee towards your right elbow. Okay, you don't want to over round. Try to keep that neutral spine. Inhale, extend. Don't arch. Keep that core engaged. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Good. 6 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So you should feel this more in your right side obliques into the lower abdominals. Make sure you're breathing. 3 more here. You should also feel this in your left glute. Strengthening your hips. Last one. Good. Tabletop position. Awesome. Same thing on the other side. Spread your fingers out wide, hand shoulder width apart. Draw the navel in. Flatten and neutralize your spine. Leading with your left inner thigh. Extend your left leg back. Okay? You might have to realign your hips. Make sure they're squared. Belly in. Hold here for 10, 9. The tendency is to lean all your body weight into that right side, but make sure both hands are evenly grounded. So press into the left hand. We're here for another 5, 4. Belly in again. Engage your core. 2, 1. Inhale. Extend through your back heel. Exhale. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Good. About 5 more here on your own. Again, don't go too fast. Slower the better. Slower the more control. Good. Finish it off. Take your time. Awesome. Drop your left knee. Go ahead and have a seat. Roll out your shoulders. Go ahead and roll out your wrist. All right, mamas. Let's go ahead and have a seat. And then place your left hand on top of right thigh. Let's take a gentle twist. So this should feel really good for the lower back. Get that release to the abdominals. So ladies, I do encourage you to do this class, at least do these exercises either every other day or 3-4 times a week for about 6 weeks, and you're going to feel a huge benefit. Good. Switch sides. Again, there's a link below for my previous pelvic strengthening class. Again, that was for my pregnant mamas, but anyone can do it. Good. All right, ladies. If you have any questions, please comment below. Any feedbacks. If you haven't subscribed or if you enjoy this video, please don't forget to like. All right. Thanks, mamas.